Hello guys, hello. It is Natiluv Tarot, and thank you for tuning into my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Now we are going to do a reading on Zayn Malik, who is part of that One Direction group. It was a requested reading, of course. Disclaimer, this is strictly for entertainment purposes only. This is all alleged. Please don't take it serious, okay? I don't need nobody trying to come after me. Next, I am not a medical professional, so if you need any type of medical professional help, please seek that, okay? And any information regarding me and my personal tarot reading bookings, it's in the description box below. So let's start with Mr. Zayn Malik's energy. Can we get Zayn Malik's energy? What is Zayn Malik's energy, Spirit? Okay, Zayn Malik's energy. Zayn Malik's energy. Zayn Malik's energy. Oh gosh. Okay, guys. He is at a crossroads in his life. He is so emotional, and he's trying his best to be strong. He's coming to the realization of a lot of things happening around him, and it's happening so quick, fast, and in a hurry. And he feels like he doesn't have enough time to process when things happen to him. He's in an energy of nostalgia where he keeps thinking about things from the past, things that he missed, people that he missed, memories and times that he's missing. And right now he's in a Queen of Swords energy where he's trying his best to be as analytical as possible and trying his best to work on his mental and not be in his head too much, because I'm picking up he's very much in his head. When it's funny because even when I did what's his name, Neil Horan's reading, it's like I feel like the whole group in general, like they're all like, ever since Liam passed away, like they're all having a hard time digesting and processing it. It's like I don't feel like they've gotten to really grieve properly or grieve the way they want to. And part of it also is lack of knowledge on the grieving process, like them being men and being so in the industry that they're in and having obligations and having to do certain things. I don't think they had the understanding or the knowledge on how to grieve and how grief can show up in their lives in different ways. And so I think grief is showing up to each of them in a different way, and they're having a hard time processing it. I do feel like he will overcome that feeling though, but I don't feel like it's going to happen overnight, obviously. I don't think it's going to happen in a short period of time. I feel like it's going to take him a while. And what's funny to me is I pick up the energy of when people look at him, they automatically assume that he's like strong, like he can handle it, he can manage. But deep down inside, I pick up a very much emotional, hurt, misunderstood man. He wants to be understood. I'm picking up he feels like he's misunderstood. And he wants people to understand who he is as a person and the real him. He doesn't feel like people look at him the way he would want to be looked at. And he feels like there's so much depth to him, but people don't get a chance to witness that or to see that. And he also has a bit of remorse and something about regret when it comes to the situation with Liam. So I'm not quite sure, because like I said, I didn't listen to any music or anything from this group. I don't know, were they beefing or something? Because I'm picking up an energy of things weren't 100% copacetic in the group. And whatever it was, it's something that probably they could have sat down as a group together and talked about it and made amends with it. But instead, they were like, disagreeing a lot or beefing low-key with each other and not treating each other the way they should in a brotherhood. And now that you know, one of them is now deceased, it's like a lot of remorse and a lot of regret that weighs heavy on all their hearts, because it's like shoulda, woulda, coulda, all the things we could have said, all the things we could have done, all the things we could have resolved, and they didn't get a chance to do that. So I think that eats him up inside, but his pride won't allow him to express that to people. And so every single one of them in his group, they need therapy. Spirit, can I get more energy on Zayn Malik and his career, please? It's about his career. In his career, he's going to engage in something that's going to be lucrative for him and bring him some money, some coins. There's something, though, that he's going to be closing out. So I don't know if he has a business venture that he's doing and maybe it's not working out, and then he's going to end up closing out that business, but then he's going to end up engaging into something else, a different venture that may be more lucrative for him. But this could also be metaphorical too, like the World card, meaning that he's closing out a lot of chapters in his life to move along to his new chapters. So it's like he's closing things out to start all over again at the Fool's energy. Zayn Malik. Right now, he's operating, he has like a major wall up. And it's making it so hard for people to approach him and for him to really be in love the way he needs to be in love. Because he has a lot of hidden demons inside. And something about him is slightly low vibrational in the sense of he's not like a bad person, but I don't know. Does he dabble in like drugs or alcohol, allegedly? Because I'm picking that up here with the Devil card. Like he engages in some type of substance abuse, and that kind of clouds his judgment and his reasonings a lot of the time, his deductive reasoning. And it makes it hard for him to be in stable connections. Like people want to come towards him and offer him emotional support and love, but he's so blocked off. He's so blocked off, guys. He's so hurt, and he has so much trauma. He needs to go talk to a therapist. See, that Devil card came right out again. Yeah, he's dealing with a lot of negativity, and Spirit is saying that he will be able to move forward eventually, but right now he's in that stage of realizing that something is not right within his mind, body, and spirit, and that he has to figure out a way to fix it. And that's a conclusion that he has to come up with on his own. Because remember, a person is not going to change unless they're ready to change. So he can't be forced to change. So he's at a point in his life where he's starting to realize change needs to take place. So he'll start slowly making adjustments. I don't... His energy seems so sad to me right now. It's all of their energy is so sad to me. Like they're all dealing with a lot mentally. They're all tired. I don't like that. It's making me feel you know. What about his money? What about Zayn Malik's money, Spirit? What about Zayn Malik's money? Yeah, he's in the process of working on some type of business venture. It's in the planning phase right now. Like he's planning it and he's figuring out how to bring it to fruition. He's building up something for his career. He's building up something for his legacy. And with the Tree card at the bottom, it's going to be lucrative for him. It's going to bring him in money. It's going to bring him in prosperity. It's going to bring him in like a good reputation. However, he has to be really careful with frivolous spending and making the wrong business decisions, though, because he could have some money conflict if he's not careful with like his contracts and what he's spending the business money on and things of that nature. But other than that, his energy and his money is very ambitious. So he will be able to make money and he will be able to make a way for himself, but he has to be really smart with his business moves and do a lot of research and network. Yeah, the coin cards fell out, so he's gonna make some money. He's not gonna be broke and desolate. He'll be well-to-do. Again, he won't be like a billionaire, but he'll be, you know, making a good money and be able to keep up and be okay. He'll be comfortable. He'll be comfortable. Let's get some health and wellness. Like, what could be in his energy right now or in the near future? Spirit, what about his health and wellness? Zayn Malik's health and wellness. Prescription. This is what I keep saying. Remember I said, is he into substance or alcohol? Is he popping prescription drugs? I wonder, because I'm picking up an energy of him taking some type of drugs, allegedly. Okay, I don't need to be sued, allegedly. But he's dabbling in something, and he needs to see a doctor because it's affecting his health. Oh my goodness. This is more of a recent, yes, mental health. Guys, I can't make this up. I told you, he is having a hard time. Like, Neil Horan is having a hard time, but he's a little bit more contained with what he's feeling. But Zayn Malik, he's spiraling behind the scenes, guys. He's spiraling. He needs to be careful with whatever prescription drugs he's dabbling in or whatever drugs he's doing, because it can affect his bones and his mobility. He needs to be careful, guys. I don't like that. Yeah, it's saying in time, and then the nurse card. So he's going to be needing help, needing care. What is he doing? Spirit is saying he needs to detox. Guys, he's on some type of substance and his body needs to detox from that. Or so my prediction is, if he does not detox and get a healthier lifestyle and get the mental health help that he needs, he's going to continue spiraling out of control with substances, allegedly. And within due time, he's going to need help, because he's going to, like, it's going to affect his bones, like his mobility, his body in general. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Yeah, his head, he needs to detox. The headache card is here. He's tired, guys. His mental health, he is stressed. His cortisol is off the roof. Oh my goodness. He replays a lot of things in his energy. And like with the hearing card, sometimes he hears things. Not like schizophrenic, but like things, he'll hear things. Things will replay in his head a lot about situations that took place and that happened. Is there anything else? Yeah, he's just, listen, he's doing substances and then he's eating poorly. That's why he needs the doctor. Look, weight loss. Weight loss. See, that limbs card came out, you see? And limbs also can deal with your bones. Homeopathic medicine. He needs a more holistic, healthier lifestyle. Spirit is saying he needs to, because he's going to start putting on weight, and he also needs to sleep more. He needs to sleep more. And if he keeps abusing those drugs, his digestive system, but he needs to really change his diet a lot. He really does, because there could be some type of weight gain taking place because of the unhealthy habits. You ever realize when people dabble in like drugs and alcohol and they eat unhealthy, they eventually start to put on weight, and then it starts to weigh on their cardiovascular system and their skeletal systems and stuff like that. Like, yeah, that's what I pick up for him. He's like, he's having a hard time in the group. This is not good for him. He needs therapy bad. He needs therapy, and he needs to see his doctor more regularly. He needs to drink more water too. He's not drinking enough water. He's not. And look, now I gotta drink water because it's making me thirsty. Like saying it, like he made my throat feel dry. Like, all right. I don't like that. Okay. Spirit, can we get some tea cards on Zayn Malik? Tea cards on Zayn. New boo alert with the Bonnie and Clyde card. He might meet himself a heavy hitter or a ride or die. So I am making that first. I'm making a prediction that you guys might find out that he's abusing substances. Another prediction for the near future with his health is that his health could majorly start declining, especially when it comes to like his bones and his mobility because of the alleged drug use. And prediction number 3, he's going to be meeting a nice young woman if he hasn't already. And another thing too here, the recalling card is here. So he's definitely replaying a lot of memories. He does miss Liam a lot. And he's very heartbroken by that situation. And that is something that plays in his mind constantly. And I think that also contributes to his mental health. It's a lot, because when you go from, you know, working with someone, bonding with someone, just, you know, being around that person's essence and aura, to them no longer physically here being on earth, it makes it hard. And like I said in Neil Horan's reading, I feel like something happened, like something took place within a group that caused like discord amongst them. And now, because, you know, he's no longer here, it makes it hard, because all the things that you want to say, you can't say. And now they're probably starting to realize that whatever they were going through, it was not that deep. Like, it's something that they could have fixed and mended up and patched up. I feel like they felt like he went when they all weren't on the best of best terms, and that's not how they want him to view them or to feel, you know, because deep down they all have a lot of love for each other, regardless of what they go through, no matter if they want to admit it or not. It's there. Receipts. Yeah, you see this, the light bulb moment. Didn't I tell you? He's having epiphanies, guys. He's starting to realize he has to change. And then what you have receipts here, whoever this new boo is, there could be some cheating allegations eventually, or some type of something that's going to be exposed. But he definitely is getting into a new relationship, if he is not already in a relationship. Anything else for Zayn Malik? Fed up. Yeah. You see that? You see that fed up card? Read that. Over it. Not having it. Frustrated. You see how that person's grabbing their head? That is his mental health tugging at his strings, guys. That is a card fell. Hold on. That is his mental health tugging. Let me grab this card. Tugging at his strings. That wine and dine courtship card. Yeah, there's something about a relationship with a woman heavily that's showing up here. He is going to, I feel like he's going to either meet somebody, or he met somebody already, and he's so heavily infatuated with this person. Like, he is so, and you see, the thing is with the receipts card here, I feel like something is going to be exposed, and that also might contribute to his mental health, because he has so much effort that he's putting in to how he's feeling in this relationship. And then the spiritually woke card, so he is starting to be spiritually woken. He's starting to have slight awakening symptoms in his life, I'm telling you. Anything else, Spirit, for him? Frenemy, fake friends, two-faced it. So he may have a situation with people in his camp that he's going to be unhappy with. So Spirit is urging him that he may need to clean house with his business team, and he needs to really pay attention to who has his best interests at heart and who doesn't. And see, that tiptoeing card is there, and that snack card is there, and my boo is there. Ooh wee, baby. There's going to be some type of cheating scandal involving him. If it's not him, then it's that new boo. But somebody is going to try to step out of the relationship. And he has to be really careful, Spirit is saying, because the knocked up card is here. So he, you know, if he doesn't want any kids, he needs to wrap it up, because a baby is trying to manifest in that connection. And a baby could manifest, because seems like it's a lot of fast passion taking place in whoever he's meeting or whoever he is currently with. Now, Spirit, can you give me some spirit messages for Mr. Zayn Malik? Zayn Malik. He needs to have more confidence in himself and believe in himself more when it comes to his business ventures and projects, as well as when it comes to his healing journey. Spirit is saying a lot is coming up from the surface, and he has to learn how to deal with it straightforward. He has to accept what's coming up and try to move past it by trying to heal himself. He has to go through a healing phase, which I always say, this healing phases are not meant to be pretty. They're meant to hurt. It's an unpleasant feeling, but the end results is what ends up being the feel-good moment. He also has to be careful because he has a lot of evil eye around him. There are a lot of people jealous of him, Spirit is saying. So he needs to be very tight-knit with his circle and who he has around him. And he needs to learn to follow his intuition more, because sometimes he doesn't trust his intuition enough. And that is part of your spiritual hygiene, being in tune and tapped in with yourself, because it'll help him to make better decisions. He has to be more structured in his life. He needs to be structured with his time management, with his everyday life, with his spiritual hygiene, with the people who he's letting around him, and the way he's dispersing his energy to people. And Spirit is urging him to travel more. He may need to travel to different places and see different cultures and see different ways of living, and basically culture himself a little bit more, right? And also Spirit wants him to start taking care of himself more, and giving himself compassion and grace, and taking it a little bit more easy on himself, because his body is so stressed, and the mental, look at that, all that dropped out, and the mental health is really starting to, like, you know, kick in and bother him. Okay, so guys, please pray for him, because he has very heavy energy, which is just not good. Okay, so again, this is Natiluv Tarot. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. And most importantly, if you need me for personal bookings, my information in the description box below for sure. And if you have any suggestions for videos, please hit me up. Thank you.